talking about the boys in the better land. The boys in the better land. But the boys in the better land. You're always talking about the boys in the better land. The boys in the better land. Drivers got names to fill 2 double barrels. He spits out, breathes out, only smokes carols. And he's refreshing the world in mind, body and spirit. Mind, body and spirit. You better hear it.
Savannah Huemiller joins us now from Edmonton, Alberta, and this interview was taped right after the end of Game 4, following Pete DeBoer's press conference. Savannah, you went down there, you listened to Pete. I can't believe he's very happy, but he has to be a little encouraged by what happened in the first period, yes?
Yes, he definitely liked the way the Stars played in the first period, specifically when it came to shooting the puck and their shot attempts. Stars 38 shot attempts in the first period, Oilers 16. And then when you roll into the second period, that's when the Oilers started to take a little bit more control. They had 21 shot attempts and the Stars had 18. And then in the third period, that's when the Oilers very much controlled the puck. But Pete did like their first period play. He also liked how the lineups were set at the start of the game, and he stuck with that through the remainder of this Game 4.
Yeah, and Pete looks a little frustrated and a little exacerbated. Do you sense that? Do you see that down there? Like, how was his demeanor at the press conference?
I could sense in his body language he was more irritated than what he could let on. He did kind of walk out a little bit quickly as far as when he answered his last question. You can sense the frustration a little bit, but he obviously wants to keep a good head on his shoulders going into Game 5 because the Stars still have a chance to try to win that game at home. And, you know, if the Stars are able to do that, that would be great, but it is going to be a climb in order to win 3 straight games in a row. And that's a tough thing for Pete DeBoer to try to get
against this. Yeah, and against this team, Savannah, who's playing so well right now. Really, we saw tonight the Oilers can skate and they can hit, and in a lot of ways, they're physically pushing Dallas out of the series. Is that what it looks like there to you two in the building?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm looking right here at just the shots from the Oilers. I mean, some of their top guys here. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman before he left the game. You know, he was out there trying to be physical. These guys are definitely putting the pressure on Dallas. This has been a very physical series. We expected this to be a physical series, but the numbers are showing 50 hits for the Edmonton Oilers tonight at the end of this game. The Stars, 18.
Yeah.
It's a big differential, and it's very much showing that the Oilers are controlling this game and have more of a tough aspect in this series.
Yeah, they do. And, you know, a lot of times I'm okay with some hit totals like that because it means we have the puck a lot, and we did have the puck a lot tonight. But now it just looks like it's a physical series, and the guys that we need to be physical, Jamie Benn, Mason Marchment, aren't being really physical. They're just taking penalties. That's got to stop. Like, you can live with some of this other stuff, but neither of them have any credits in the right column here. I'm very frustrated watching those two.
Well, one of the discussions that we talked about with Pete DeBoer was also the penalty kill. He was not happy with the penalty kill tonight. They've been giving up a lot of power plays to the Oilers, 2 tonight, specifically in Game 4. It's not ideal when the Stars are going into the box and when you want your captain, Jamie Benn, to be the guy out there that can still be physical, but he's drawing penalties. That's an issue, and it's starting to become an issue for the Stars as you go down the stretch here in the series against the Oilers. They're going to be able to get those penalties against the Stars, and they're executing on the power play a lot better than the Stars can.
You know, it's hard to talk about Otter in a game like this. He only gives up 2 goals. They only score 1. It's not really on Otter, but did Pete say anything about Jake Ottinger? Was he asked about Ottinger at all after the game?
He was, and that's actually the question where he kind of answered it pretty quickly and then got up and left the room. He was happy with Jake's game, but he also said Jake needs to step up and make those saves. And it's tough putting it all on Jake Ottinger. 3 losses in a row for Jake Ottinger. When I chatted with him just yesterday in the locker room, he had said specifically, we're going to have some of those games where things aren't really necessarily going your way, and it's how you bounce back. But 3 straight losses can get to you, and Jake Ottinger's been calm throughout this series, but I'm sure he's very frustrated right now.
Any chance, Savannah, going forward for the Stars? Any chance their top guys find it in time?
Right now, Ralph, I'm not entirely sure. And that's based on the fact that you are relying on a lot of guys to be able to score for the Stars, and they're just not getting the job done. Jason Robertson, 2 goals in the last 2 games. But where is Matt Duchene? Where's Tyler Seguin? Where's Jamie Benn? Where's Mikko Rantanen? Where's a lot of these guys?
Where's Roope Hintz? Where's Wyatt?
Right.
Where's Wyatt? Right. I don't see Wyatt.
Where's Wyatt?
Yeah.
He's huge. And you know what? They're not performing for the Stars. And my theory on this right now, and what I'm sensing, is you beat the Colorado Avalanche in a very tough series. You beat the Winnipeg Jets, and you make it here to this stretch against the Edmonton Oilers, and they're burnt out.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing. And the Oilers are just playing more physical, tougher hockey than the Stars can handle right now.
Yeah, it's a great observation because, it's to get to the conference final is really hard, but you got to win 2 more series. Mm-hmm. And people sometimes don't think of it that way, right? There's a reason why this is the hardest trophy in North America to win. A week ago, we all thought the Stars were going to march all the way into the final here and maybe lift the cup. Today, we're not so sure.
No, it's not looking like it.
Thanks, Savannah. We'll check in with you in Dallas.
All right. Sounds good. Thanks, Ralph.
One more time. Jason Robertson. Thomas Harley. Robertson down low. Whipped across for Gramlin. Harley. Robertson from the slot scores. It's a power play goal for Jason Robertson.
Well, the best looking power play sequence Dallas has had all night. All the chaos in front, a couple of good passes and one big shot through the screen. You could see Stuart Skinner's reaction, didn't pick it up enough. Robertson's been a guy that's been under the gun, scored the only goal in game 3, and then maybe the confidence from that just took an extra second and moved 3 feet.